It's March and IHSA postseason basketball is intensifying across the state. Bennett Academy and Waubonsie Valley have both girls and boys programs making deep runs into the postseason. Hello Naperville sports fans and welcome back to another episode of NSW. I'm your host, Joe Kennedy. The Red Wings and Warriors are becoming very familiar with one another in the girls basketball postseason. The two sides competed in the sectional final on Thursday and it was a thriller. Let's see how that one unfolded, and then we'll check out a pair of regional finals in boys hoops.
This girls basketball sectional final features two teams who are no strangers to one another. It's Waubonsie Valley and Bennett Academy tipping off for a fifth consecutive postseason matchup and third straight sectional championship. The Warriors got the best of the Red Wings in last season's sectional, so BA is eyeing revenge. The Warriors pick up where they left off following a strong second half in their sectional semifinal win over Bolingbrook. Ari Garcia dishes out to Lily Newton, who's nothing but net from the wing. The defense stands tall as Maya Cobb steals the pass and cruises all the way to the rim for the easy two. The game plan is so far so good for Waubonsie. Despite Cobb missing, Garcia finds the loose ball and connects on the J to make it 21-6 Warriors in the first. Red Wings need a bucket to get things going, so Bridget Reifenberg passes to Sailor Jones, who hits a much-needed three. They trail 23-12 after the first. What is the Warriors' plan in the second quarter? Maya Pareda has that answer, and that's hitting a three-point basket. Bennett starts to heat up from three with Ari Maza, who nails the catch-and-shoot trifecta that gets them to within single digits at 29-20. Back comes Waubonsie and their strong offense. Garcia dribbles but will do it herself, and she's cash money from the top of the key. They go into the locker room up 38-25. Bennett emerges as a new team in the second half, starting with Reifenberg, who nearly loses the ball but regains control and floats it in. BA's turn to make a play on defense. After a short game of hot potato, Maza comes up with it, gets aggressive on her defender, and scores. That looked too easy for Maza, but it gets Bennett closer, down 41-36. The Warriors cool the momentum with Daniela Porcoso, who displays a feisty step back and is good on the trifecta. Green and Gold hold a 46-38 lead after three quarters. The show goes on for Bennett because Ava Mersinger tries another three from the corner, and it's good to make it a 46-41 ball game. 48-43 Dub V, and the points keep dropping like dimes for Bennett as Reifenberg bangs in another triple. Now keep your eye on the ball. Porcoso loses it, and Reifenberg picks it up and lays it in to tie the game at 48. What a heads-up play by Reifenberg. We are tied at 50, and the Warriors remain calm because Pareda answers the call with, you guessed it, another three. What else is new for the Warrior bunch? It's 61-55 Dub V with under a minute left, and if you think this game is about over, you are so wrong. Lindsay Harzic finds Maza, who takes the three and connects. After some freebies, the Green and Gold leads 63-58, so here comes Bennett and Mersinger for three, and kaboom! This team will not go away, down 63-61. However, the Warriors sink their free throws down the stretch, and we have a winner. Waubonsie Valley takes home the girls basketball sectional for a second straight season after a 66-61 win over Bennett Academy. Up next is a super sectional rematch with Alton on Monday at Illinois Wesleyan.
Waubonsie Valley is searching for a second straight regional title as they host Neuqua Valley in this year's final. The Warriors won both regular season contests against the Cats, winning by 1 at Neuqua and then by 16 at home. The visitors enter 20-12 overall and beat Naperville North in the semifinals. The winner will play Bennett Academy in the sectional semifinals on Wednesday night. After scoring just 1 point in this gym 3 weeks ago, Neuqua freshman Cole Kelly starts the contest with a fadeaway mid-range pull-up over a Warrior defender. Waubonsie sophomore Chris Porcozo drives inside and can't get it to drop at first, but he keeps on fighting. On the third chance, he scores plus the foul. Porcozo converts on the line and Dub V leads 3-2. Moments later, the Wildcats swing the ball around, but it's intercepted by Moses Wilson. He goes behind the back and attacks the rack for another Warrior and one. Dub V's up 6-2. Tyree Coleman sets up the Warrior offense and finds Wilson on the wing. Look at that separation from the Warrior senior as he nails the step-back midi. Down 13-7, the Wildcats try to break free from the Warriors' tough defense. Whitman Charbonneau gives it to Kelly, who rises over the defender and hits Nylon for 3. Josh Tinney pokes it away for the Warriors, and they're off in transition. Tinney finds Coleman with a nice feed, and the Illinois State commit acrobatically puts it in. Neuqua calls timeout as the Warriors lead 21-12 at the end of the first. The Wildcats now trail by 13 late in the second quarter. David Tybo swings it to Danny Makuta, and he puts in one more pass to Podpora for the tray ball. It's 30-20 Warriors. Closing out the first half, Coleman drives and kicks it out to Porcozo for 3, and it's true. He finishes with 15 points. Neuqua tries the inbound right away, but Wilson jumps it, and he gets fouled as the clock expires. He would nail both free throws, and the Warriors lead 40-23 at the half. Neuqua sophomore Mason Martin opens the half with his catch-and-shoot 3 at the top of the key. Martin opens the third on fire for the Cats as he knocks down 4 threes in this quarter, finishing the night as Neuqua's leading scorer with 12 points. However, the Warriors answer many of his shots in the third as Neuqua still trails 49-39. Now into the fourth, Waubonsie's pulling away and they close out the contest with multiple dunks. First, Wilson misses the layup, but Pogo sticks up for the putback slam. Cade Vallick gets on the board for Dub V by scoring 6 straight Warrior points in the fourth, all from the dunker spot. Wilson assists twice before Coleman sends in a pass for another slam. Just like we saw the Warriors end the regional semifinal, the best play from the night is our final one. It's Vallick's turn to assist as he finds Wilson for the one-handed alley-oop. What a play as the Warriors defeat Neuqua for a third time this season, soaring to a 70-52 win and a second straight regional title. The Warriors will now face Bennett Academy in the sectional semifinals on Wednesday night.
After defeating Playfield East in the regional semifinal, the Bennett Academy Red Wings find themselves in the regional final against the Oswego East Wolves. Last season, Bennett Academy defeated Oswego East in the regional final 57-54. Early in the first, Andrew Pullman drives from the wing, takes a hit, and scores the bucket plus the foul. After the free throw, it's 7-4 Wolves midway through the first. On the other end, Blake Fagbemi hits Colin Stack on the quick slip to the basket and converts the and one. He connects on the free throw to put Bennett back on top, 9-8. Moments later, Stack receives the ball in the post, faces a double team, and then passes to Eduardo Stasis, cutting to the rim for 2. Red Wings are up 3 as the first quarter ends. Midway through the second, Lucas Adolphs advances the ball up court and then shows off a nice spin move on his way to the cup. That layup puts Oswego East back in front, 19-18. Bennett back with the ball as Daniel Poliakonis fakes off the ball screen, then makes a sharp cut to the rim, and Fagbemi hits him in stride. The back and forth continues for both teams as Bennett reclaims the lead, 20-19. A minute later, Fagbemi hits his defender with a nasty crossover and finishes the play with an acrobatic lay-in. That puts Bennett up front 22-19, but the Wolves get a three-pointer to tie the game at 22 at the end of the first half. Midway through the third, Torrin Ross misfires on the three-pointer, but Damian Lewandowski is there to clean it up. The Wolves go up 29-25 with that putback bucket. Back on the Bennett side, Fagbemi tosses to Poliakonis near the top of the key and lets it fly from downtown, and it's good. Now in the fourth quarter, Miles Buchanan kicks it out to Reggie McWayne in the corner, and he drills the 3 ball. Oswego East extends the lead to 39-34 early in the fourth. Moments later, Pullman looks for a driving lane on the baseline, but he's met by Colin Stack at the rim and he swats it away. Now with 3 minutes to play, Fagbemi penetrates from the top of the circle and kicks it out to a wide open Poliakonis, and he nails the three-point basket. Another deep ball puts Bennett back on top 42-40. The Wolves are down 4 points with less than a minute to go. McWayne fires a three ball, but it's off target, and Fagbemi comes down with it. He splits the free throws, and Bennett continues to grow their lead with 30 seconds left. The Wings hold on from there, adding some more freebies, and they capture another regional plaque after a 49-40 win. The Red Wings will take on Waubonsie Valley in the sectional semifinal, with the game being on Bennett's home court.
As a freshman at Neuqua, Nathan Malinowski made an immediate splash on the diving team by winning a sectional title. However, he lost his spark with the sport, but found his spirit with a new team. We'll have more on Malinowski's rise from diving champion to cheerleading state trophy winner after the break.
Okay, 500 deluxe garden gnomes. Wow.
I only meant to order 5. There's not enough money in my account for these. I'm gonna get charged.
2 things I just can't deal with: overdraft charges and garden gnomes. But your BMO Smart Advantage checking account gives you an extra day to avoid an overdraft fee.
Nice to see a bank cutting people some slack.
Well, mistakes happen, and we give you time to correct them.
So you don't like gnomes, huh? What about that one?
That one I like a lot.
It's auto show time. Innovation, excitement, and the future of driving. And you'll experience it all at Fair Oaks Ford. The thrilling new Explorer, the cutting-edge Bronco Sport, or the adventurous F-150. Drive the future of Ford today. And right now, get 0% APR financing for 75 months. Plus, the best customer experience in the business. Fair pricing, fair deals. Fair Oaks Ford. It's right there in our name on Ogden Avenue in Naperville.
Nathan Malinowski was just one of 3 freshmen among 48 competitors at the 2022 IHSA state meets. With the talent of soaring through the air, the Wildcat turned to a new sport where he was the only male on the team. We have more on Malinowski trading solo dives for team routines in our latest feature story presented by Fair Oaks Ford. As a freshman at Neuqua Valley, Nathan Malinowski made an immediate splash on the diving team. In 2022, he won the conference meets and then claimed the IHSA sectional championship to qualify for state.
Winning sectionals as a freshman was, a shock because I was going against seniors and juniors who've been doing it for I'm pretty sure longer than I have. But it was really rewarding to win at that age.
Malinowski was just one of 3 freshmen among 48 competitors at the IHSA state meets. But despite his success and promising future in diving, something important was missing from his athletic experience.
I wouldn't say I got bored of it, but I didn't have the spark that I had before where I wanted to go to practice.
After stepping away from diving, Malinowski took his sophomore year off from sports altogether. A family connection would soon lead him in a surprising new direction that would reignite his competitive spirit.
Leading into junior year, I was thinking about cheerleading because my sister did all 4 years at Neuqua.
Turns out that flipping through the air is, well, flipping through the air. Whether you're diving into water or landing on a mat, Malinowski's years of knowing exactly where his body was mid-flight gave him a head start when he traded his swimming trunks for a cheerleading uniform.
Well, it's a lot of body awareness in diving, being able to control your body in the air and know where you're at spatially. And then that going into tumbling with cheerleading, it's very similar, the same way you twist and flip.
Malinowski is the only boy on the Neuqua cheerleading team, and he holds a position that brings both opportunity and responsibility.
Having a male is very crucial. We put a lot of pressure. We've had boys in the past, but we're kind of harder on the boys sometimes because potentially you're taking a spot from a girl that can have this spot. So you need to be able to be very valuable to the program and the team if you're going to have this spot. So having Nathan obviously is, I think, a wow factor for us. He's a great performer. He's very talented. He can jump his butt off, very good jumper. He can tumble. So having him was a wow factor for us, and I think that played into our success this year.
This year's Neuqua Valley cheer team is special because the team has come a long way together. Many of them, Malinowski included, have never done a toe touch or built a pyramid before high school. They basically learned the sport together from day one.
We had 17 members on our varsity team, and 11 or 12 of them literally started cheerleading at Neuqua. So everything they have known or been taught about cheerleading, they learned from us here at Neuqua.
Neuqua Valley has a strong cheerleading tradition, qualifying for state every year since 2008. This year was no exception, as the team continued to build on its legacy of competitive success. The Wildcats jumped from 6th in the prelims to 3rd place at the state finals, earning the program its first state trophy since winning 3 in a row from 2014 to 2016.
Well, I cried for, I think, at least an hour straight. But it was like this feeling of knowing that all the work that we put in was getting acknowledged and taken into account.
Malinowski traded solo dives for team routines. It didn't just win him a trophy, it helped him find his own team spirit and a boost in self-confidence.
Junior year, I would say I was definitely more shy than I have been this year. And I feel like cheerleading has helped me open up and become more of a people person rather than just staying closed off. And also just working with others and the team aspect.
For Naperville Sports Weekly, I'm Joe Kennedy. Coming up next, let's dive over to the IHSA Boys Swimming State Finals. Naperville North and Neuqua Valley were our local teams competing in a big day at Westmont.
Local news is your lifeline. Let the Daily Herald help you navigate your world with solid reporting, good advice, and a much-needed diversion or two.
We live in a safe community, but not a crime-free community. If you see something, say something. Be a Naperville Crime Stopper.
The FMC Nauditorium in Westmont hosts the 2025 IHSA Boys Swimming State Finals. Hinsdale Central enters as the reigning back-to-back state champs, as swimmers from 45 different schools are here to compete. Naperville North and Neuqua Valley have multiple swimmers at today's final after the Wildcats beat the Huskies in last week's sectional. We start the morning with a 200-yard medley relay, and Hinsdale Central jumps out of the blocks on fire by gliding through the pool like a hot knife through butter. On Friday, the relay team of Luke Vatev, Joshua Bay, Henry Guo, and Matthew Vatev broke the high school national record with a time of 1 minute and 26.75 seconds. They don't break the record again today, but they still cruise to a first-place finish at the state finals by finishing 3 seconds faster than New Trier. Neuqua's 200-yard relay team ends in 8th place. Moving into the 200-yard freestyle B heats, it's an even start for all swimmers in this race, but Marmion's very own Brandon Nagel pulls ahead to finish the heat in first at 1 minute and 39.7 seconds. Neuqua's very own Arun Kara finishes in third with a time of 1 minute and 41.54 seconds. Now diving into the 200-yard freestyle A heat, Oswego takes the lead with Chase Meyer, and he finishes the race in first place with a time of 1 minute and 35.91 seconds. Going into the 100-yard butterfly, St. Charles North's Thomas McMillan locks in for an amazing performance. The North Star breaks the state record to finish in first with a time of 46.52 seconds. He beats the mark set by Connor Black of Mundelein in 2013. As we slide into the longest race of the night, the 500-yard freestyle B heats, the Wildcats get a great performance from Kara as he finishes in first in this heat with a time of 4 minutes and 34.98 seconds. Across both 500-yard races, the Wildcat ends with the 7th fastest time. Looking towards the 100-yard breaststroke in the A heat, Hinsdale Central shows their mastery once again, with Joshua Bay taking the win with a time of 53.32 seconds. Naperville North's Mason Hoffman also does very well after breaking the DVC record in this event, as he finishes in 4th place at the state meet. As we wrap up the night, we go to the 400-yard freestyle relay with Naperville North among the teams competing. Hinsdale Central, however, once again dominates a relay and once again breaks a state record. They end at 2 minutes and 50.38 seconds. Naperville North's relay team of Maxim Fedorovsky, Jack Reif, Josh Liu, and Mason Hoffman finished the year in 7th place. Hinsdale Central cruises to the program's 3rd straight IHSA state title by winning by over 140 points over Marmion in 2nd place. Neuqua finishes in 10th and Naperville North in 16th. Waubonsie girls basketball trailed by as much as 15 against Bolingbrook in the sectional semifinals, but Ariana Garcia-Evans and the Warriors locked in for the comeback. In the 3rd, Garcia-Evans goes on an 11-0 solo run to tie up the contest. She starts it by turning defense into offense with a steal and layup. After a Porcoso miss, the junior guard gets the offensive board and scores the putback. With a defender on her, she just lets it rip from deep and sinks it. Then, after knocking down 2 free throws, Garcia-Evans gets across half court, works a set with Taylon Hurd, and ties up the game at 36. Her solo run helps lift Waubonsie past Bolingbrook in the sectional semis. Bennett Academy Hockey has competed in multiple close contests this season, and the quarterfinals of the Blackhawk Cup was the same thing. After the break, let's see if the Red Wings can get past Glenbrook North.
Okay, 500 deluxe garden gnomes. Wow.
I only meant to order 5. There's not enough money in my account for these. I'm gonna get charged.
2 things I just can't deal with: overdraft charges and garden gnomes. But your BMO Smart Advantage checking account gives you an extra day to avoid an overdraft fee.
Nice to see a bank cutting people some slack.
Well, mistakes happen, and we give you time to correct them.
So you don't like gnomes, huh? What about that one?
That one I like a lot.
BMO.
At the Chicago Auto Show, you can experience the future of luxury. But at Fair Oaks Lincoln, you can drive it home. We've got all your auto show favorites. The luxurious new Aviator, the stunning Nautilus, or the bold Corsair. Get 0% financing for 66 months, plus $5,000 off on select models, plus a world-class customer service experience you won't find anywhere else. Fair Oaks Lincoln in Naperville, where the dealership experience makes the difference.
We're at West Meadows Ice Arena in Rolling Meadows for the Blackhawk Cup Red Division quarterfinals. The visiting Red Wings from Bennett Academy enter as the 7 seed up against the number 2 overall seed, Glenbrook North. The Red Wings are coming off back-to-back overtime victories, including a 2-1 win over Deerfield in double OT to get to the quarterfinals. Trailing 1-0 late in the first period, Bennett's Owen Ryle skates with the puck. He goes for the goal, but his shot is stopped by Glenbrook North goalie Michael Reiterman. Glenbrook North takes a 1-0 lead into the second period. The second period sees the Spartans in action with Daniel Rubin going for the goal. However, Bennett goalie Benjamin Ciesla sits on the ice to block Rubin's attempt. About a minute later, Joshua Raub skates his way to the net and fires the puck for a goal. The Spartans take a 2-0 lead and the momentum. The Red Wings have the puck later in the second as Daniel Quinlan's looking to score, but his attempt gets swallowed up by Reiterman of the Spartans. Later on, Bennett forward Hudson Schlee centers the puck to Hudson Hollowek, who slaps the puck into the net to get the Red Wings on the board for their first goal of the night. Bennett is back in the game, trailing 2-1. Later in the period, the Spartans and Red Wings fight over the puck when Joseph Eide sweeps it out of the scrum. Thomas Dusick skates in and puts the puck in its place to tie the game at 2-2. With 5 minutes remaining in the second period, Gianluca Di Cosola from Bennett shoots a low liner towards the net, but there's a scramble for the puck which ends up being covered by Michael Reiterman for the save. The Spartans are looking to break the tie. Spencer Goldman shoots towards the goal, but Ciesla holds out his glove to catch the puck. Time winding down in the second, Charlie Rosen has the puck, shoots it off towards the net where it gets deflected. Tristan Miller knocks the puck into the net for the Glenbrook North goal. The end of the second period sees the Spartans leading 3-2. Skating into the third period, Bennett has the equalizer once again. Owen Ryle skates forward and his puck glides into the net as Reiterman is screened from seeing it. That ties the game at 3-3. For the third straight Blackhawk Cup game, the Red Wings are heading to overtime. A couple minutes into the extra session, Hudson Howwick from Bennett fires a pass to Hudson Schlee, who cannot secure the rebound in time as Reiterman's glove is out to catch the puck for the save. The Spartans have the puck once more with Joshua Raub shooting from the corner to break the tie. However, Benjamin Ciesla is there for another save. This game is heading to a second overtime period. In double OT, Bennett forward Gianluca Di Cosola steals the puck and gets the pass from Thomas Dusick with room for an open look. He slots the puck over Reiterman's head into the top corner to send the Red Wings into the Final Four. Bennett stuns Glenbrook North with a 4-3 double overtime victory to advance to the Red Division semifinals against Loyola on March 8th.
Moses Wilson rises up for one of the most athletic plays you'll see in IHSA basketball to earn this week's Boys Play of the Week. Wilson's length causes problems all over the court as he rises to disrupt the pass. Coleman heads the other way, looks for Wilson trailing, and it's showtime. The Warrior duo connects on the reverse alley-oop from off the backboard. We have to slow this one down as it's pretty much perfect all around. The Panther defender watches the ball bounce off the glass and makes the business decision to get out of the way for Wilson. Another week and another high-flying alley-oop from the Dub V duo. And that wraps up this week's exciting show of postseason coverage. Come back again next week for more in basketball and hockey. You can find all our highlights, feature stories, and community sports on nctv17.org. You can also find us across all social media platforms at NCTV17. For Naperville Sports Weekly, I'm Joe Kennedy, and we'll see you again next week.